Either they're in those suite, as they call it, or he's out in the player. There's 2 hours in the morning before they're in the playtime. They have a pool, they have these sliding boards. It's pretty cool. It's like an amazing word. I think the suite's like $40 a night. It's like another 27 for playtime and that. Add it to the belly rub.
So belly rubbing is extra?
Yes, $5 extra.
Yeah, they love that right here.
All right. 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
Where'd you go, to Destin?
Last August, we went to Destin.
Live here. This is welcome to the Town of Lloyd Town Board Workshop for April 3rd. We will start off with Councilman Ahmadi leading us on a Pledge of Allegiance.
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And I'd like to have everybody remain standing for a minute and just do a moment of silence for Officer Diller from the NYPD. Thanks. Thank you. Okay, we'll go through the agenda. Top of the agenda tonight, I'm happy to introduce Nathaniel Swart and let him present us with his Eagle Scout project that he's kicking off. We always look forward to seeing what the Scouts are doing, especially the Eagle Scout project. So you can go to the podium, and I think you have to turn that microphone on. See, there might be a
On
button
top.
in the back, on top.
There you go.
Is it on?
Talk
Okay.
close to it, we'll hear.
So,
I don't think it's on.
hello, my name is Nathaniel Swart. Many people know me as Nemo. I am a junior in high school here at Highland High School, and I am also in Troop 70 here in Highland, New York. I am working towards my Eagle project at St. John's Lutheran Church over in Poughkeepsie, the church where I go to worship. I got baptized there. I got my first Holy Communion there, and I got confirmed there. And I just felt that as well as getting my Eagle, I should give back to the church that helped bring me up. My project is a prayer garden. I have a poster here if you want to pass it around and look at it. There's before and after photos. It consists of flower beds as well as flowers to help the elderly gardening committee make it easier on them to plant and make the courtyard look pretty.
Okay.
My project's total is around $4,200.
It's a big garden, then.
All the materials are expensive. We're making it out of Trex and composite materials to make it last longer. I have done several fundraisers to reach my goal, including selling fudge and bun cakes from Nothing Bun Cakes and Phenomenal Fudge. I am doing a fundraiser on Saturday, April 6th, selling Krispy Kreme donuts from 9 to until I sell out of donuts at Tractor Supply. Thank you. If you want to keep passing around, that's fine.
Yeah, anybody have any questions for Nemo? I'm gonna call you Nemo now since you did. You have any questions, or? I mean, it looks like a great project to me, and
Thank you.
we appreciate especially all of our town residents who volunteer their time and do something to the community. For us is important, even though it's across the river this time, but that's okay. You're still from our community, and we do appreciate you volunteering. And,
cute.
When he's done.
right.
When do you plan on starting?
I plan starting construction in mid to late July so that it's nice weather and it's not horrible conditions. I plan to have all safety equipment, and I plan to ask my troop and friends and family to come help to set up the flower beds, put them in place, do the digging, all of that stuff.
And how far are you into the fundraising? You got up?
I have about half of what I need.
Okay.
I plan for this Krispy Kreme to go well because
Again, Nemo?
April 6th,
Saturday at the Tractor Supply.
Saturday.
What time? What time?
from 9 a.m. to until I sell out of donuts.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
Yeah.
Is there a way to, just to donate?
Yes, we do take cash donations.
And is there a link, or how do you do it?
Cash. But
Okay.
We will also accept Venmo if you want to buy donuts or donate.
Yeah, that's, yeah.
you
the
take
I'm trying-
checks?
I'm trying to stay away from the donuts, but I would like to support you.
Yeah. And I would
Yes,
also.
checks do work.
I would
Do you
also.
take checks? Okay, Jonathan Swart?
Nathaniel.
Nathaniel, I'm
Who would you
sorry.
make the check out to?
To cash.
Okay. Or to cash.
Okay.
Making out to you, not cash.
Okay. Anything else? We appreciate you coming here.
Yeah.
Appreciate you taking the time to come here, and wish you success in completing it and getting your Eagle Scout award.
Thank you.
Yeah, all right.
We're
Best of
behind
luck.
you.
Yeah. Good
Best
work.
luck. Good luck.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, just write cash next to the Eagle Scout.
Okay, Dave is not here this week due to a death in the family, but you'll see his reports there. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to him. I spoke to Andrew today. He sent his report out to everybody. So we'll go all the way to highway with Superintendent Klotz.
Wet out, that's all. Yeah, I'm running about 2 weeks behind on everything, so with the rain and the wet.
2 weeks isn't too bad.
Got some of my prices in, blacktop went up to $74 a ton. Stone went up about $4 or $5 a ton. Salt went up $4 a ton.
Well,
Be a hard year.
You didn't need much salt this year, huh?
Huh?
You didn't use much salt this year, right?
Yeah, but still I gotta buy for next year,
Yeah.
you know, and I gotta put an order in, so. Everything is going up. So that's, we're just out sweeping now, trying to do some ditching and culvert cleaning, but ain't having.
Well, they should be flowing today, right?
Oh, yeah, tomorrow,
Yeah.
well, as long as it don't snow, I don't care.
I haven't got any specific calls today yet from anybody.
How's
But we
Black-
know it's always the same areas right now
Yeah,
and we're gonna start addressing them, obviously, some of them.
Did you come down New Paltz Road? How's Black Creek?
yeah,
Nope. Not too bad.
not bad.
Not yet, it's not
Not
yet.
yet.
It hasn't crossed over yet.
Not yet.
Not yet, I say not yet.
Okay? Anything else, Rich, or
That's about it.
how's the roof? It's not leaking, right?
No, I tell you, I was very impressed when I did it. They did it in one day completely.
I saw that, yeah.
So, there's
Good.
about 20 of them out there.
And the shadow line and everything, it looks good, you know, the lines come down.
Yeah, he did a good job.
Anybody have any questions for Rich? Okay, thanks, Rich.
Thank you.
Okay, you see the historian report that Joan sent out to everybody. Appreciate that, and we'll move forward to Chief Janso.
Good afternoon. Our monthly stats for March 2024 were, we had 1,344 calls of service, 31 accidents, we issued 74 tickets, 19 arrests. March 5th, we held our Cops and Coffee at the Highland Public Library. March 15th, we delivered St. Patrick's Day meals from the American Legion to our senior project care members. March 20th was part of Ulster County's 4-H Agricultural Literacy Week, so we read at the school. One overdose. Unfortunately, no Narcan was used. Training for our department, 2 of our sergeants attended the first week of supervisor school. 2 of our sergeants attended CSX emergency response to railroad incidents and accidents. And 3 of our officers attended breath analysis operator course, which is the breathalyzer. So we're keeping on with our training. Upcoming events, we have our Cops and Bobbers, April 27th at Berry Ann Park. Go on our website, has all the details. It's free to the kids, it's a great time. And they will be stocking the pond up there.
Okay.
I'm not telling you when.
Nope,
And you have a graffiti artist in
a
town.
graffiti artist, and we're working on 4 counts of it,
Worked out, right.
unfortunately.
Okay,
Any questions?
just for everybody's awareness,
How's the quality of the graffiti?
yeah. What's that?
Simple.
Simple, yeah.
Good thing with graffiti is they tag their names, their initials, and they're proud of it, so eventually you'll
Yeah.
find out who it is.
So we'll have to keep an eye out for it. Thank you, Jim, Chief. Okay, we'll move forward to recreations, buildings and grounds with Frank Alfonso.
Hello.
Hi, Frank.
How you doing? So, first I want to start with the school, the effect of middle school going to the high school, what it's going to do for athletics, and then what's going to do for the town. Some teams now that were practicing at the school district will be going to Tony Williams, using that facility. Also modified baseball and softball will be playing their games at Tony Williams. The town field will still be used by the school for lacrosse, for practice and games. But Tony Williams is going to be busy pretty much now until the middle of May with either practice or games with track. Track will be using the facility also to run the rail trail, and they have nowhere to go right now, so that's where they're going to be going. As far as Tony Williams, Bakers have been there, did some of a winter cleanup, or spring cleanup, I should say. We do have a strikeout cancer tournament this weekend and a 5K that are scheduled. Hopefully it'll dry out by then. That'll be our first big event as far as athletics of playing sports-wise that we'll start with. And then Sunday there's a doubleheader there. Next weekend there's games there, practices for Babe Ruth, so everything will pick right up, probably run right through Labor Day.
The doubleheader, is that Babe Ruth Sunday, or is that?
On Sunday
Yeah.
is adult.
That's the adult league.
Adult
okay.
baseball league,
Okay.
right.
Okay.
Town field, I know I talked to Richie about getting around the pavilion cleaned up and maybe get that seated. So hopefully that can get done. Berry Ann Park, pickleball's up there using it all the time, so it's busy. As far as summer fun staff and Berry Ann Park staff, I got to meet with the directors, and then we're going to sift through a lot of applications.
Okay.
Now, if you remember during COVID, right after COVID, nobody wanted to work, but now this is a good thing.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people applying, high school age students that are applying. But, we're going to have to somehow
Yeah,
keep that
how are
number
we
low.
making out with the lifeguard availability? Do we have enough applications there?
Yeah, I just put one in your mailbox, somewhere, a new person. So,
Okay.
that didn't work for us in the past, but it's coming in with certification, which is good.
Okay.
So we should be fine.
We're not, did we plan to do lessons this year or not?
I just don't see it happening. I know, no one on staff was part of that.
Okay.
So it'll be a brand new thing for everybody. Hopefully, maybe once we get, I get my staff together, maybe we can do something on a smaller range,
Yeah,
maybe
maybe
like a
mini-
week.
Maybe
you
to
know.
get it restarted as a
Right.
mini type of
Right.
thing,
Like
and then build
Like a
from
Monday
that.
through Thursday type of thing for maybe 1 week, and register that way, and then see where we're at.
Yeah.
To get some people there. I just don't know if we're gonna be able to get to that part like we used to be.
No, I know it used to be very popular, but that's why I was asking. I know we
Yeah.
haven't done it because of numerous things, and the availability of certified lifeguards is one,
Certified.
but, if we could restart something and maybe start on a smaller scale and move up would be, at least an inflection point to start, so. that would be good.
Yeah, I would agree.
Okay,
As far as other parks throughout the town that we oversee, mulch will be being delivered, would have been already, but probably sometime next week. So they'll all be cleaned up, ready to go, and before you know it, we'll be mowing. In the town hall, I know some work has been done already over the last couple weekends. That'll continue for another weekend or two. That'll be done. I know the air conditions was a topic we talked about. I'm hoping they'll be coming here early next week to test everything out. And then summer fun flyers, I'll get them out probably by the end of next week.
okay. And just for the board's awareness, I did ask Frank to look at how we can put some type of netting up at Tony Williams Field to quit breaking windshields. Yeah, mine got broke last year. But it is, and we talked about it, it doesn't have to be an extravagant thing, but probably down by the lower fences and up around the backstop, there might be something we can do to, because people parking down that right field line could very easily get their windshield hit, as I found out last year. I mean, we have signs there, but if we can prevent it, I'd rather prevent it.
What most places are doing now that are new is they'll go with the higher poles, but instead of being chain link, there'll be a nylon fence.
Yeah.
And you can kind of see right through it, kind of like all the big stadiums have. So I'm envisioning we would take down that chain link and start on the third base where it is now and just wrap around and just go down that first base side at a much higher level than what the fence is at right now.
And that would, as you and I discussed, that would probably prevent 80 to 90% of the balls that go over there. Because I've seen people get hit over there too. So I think it's worth to find out how much of an investment that would be and then go from there. Any other questions for Frank or anything else, Frank? Board, anybody have questions?
I don't think so.
All right, thank you.
Frank?
Thank you.
Okay, Town Clerk, Wendy, anything for us?
Not really. March was pretty busy. I did do a comparison of this year from January 1st to date and last year on our taxes, and it doesn't mean anything until the end, but we're about double in unpaid as we were at the same time last year. So we wait till the end. A lot of people wait till the end. So. And transfer stations on the other side are about double from what we were last year at this point in time.
Double the permits?
More of them, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Okay, thank you. Mm-hmm. The only thing I will add this week, because I did the Clover Classic in Eastern New Hamlet I actually missed it because I was away, but the Eastern New Hamlet I heard was a huge success this year again also. So I appreciate the work of the events committee for putting 2 back-to-back events on within the same month. So we do appreciate that. So I wanted to make sure I get that out. And we'll move to water and sewer and Superintendent Littman.
Good evening, Adam Littman, Administrator for Town of Lloyd Water and Sewer. Let's talk about water. It's been raining and raining and raining. So reservoir water is making up 98% of daily production. We've been kind of flip-flopping back and forth between reservoir, a blend, and river. River hasn't been lasting so long because the reservoirs go down and then they reach full capacity, which they are again now. I say 98% daily production because we are still down 1 well pump. I have sought out an appointment to have that pump pulled. Unfortunately, that pump is only several years old. It must have been struck by lightning during one of the winter storms, so it surged it out. I should know by next Tuesday what its condition is once it's pulled by J.T. Eckerson is the ones that do the work for us. Our production time at the water plants averaging about 10 hours per day. You know, up there it's kind of spring cleanup. There's the yearly maintenance is kind of going on up there. And otherwise they're just kind of plugging away. They're not working 14, 16, or 20 hours anymore. Thank God it's just kind of smooth. So road crew has been very busy. The road crew has been cleaning up around the new tank site and also reservoirs 4 and 5. The excavation for the new tank foundation left behind a large spoils pile of rock and dirt. The rock and dirt were separated. The rock is piled up and ready to use as a retaining material around the base of the hill to the left side of the new tank. I'm going to price out some fabric so we can hold that back so that it doesn't deteriorate and grasses don't grow in there yet. I haven't really found a good material yet to actually use. The dirt was used to backfill along the backside of the concrete dam on reservoir number 4. It's been probably about 8 or 9 years since we've worked on that project. We're increasing the slope so that it's easier to maintain, mow, weed whack. So they also excavated and repaired the footing drain on the earthen dam of number 4 because that area over time had begun to fill in. So they have that exposed, so that's draining properly. They also went through the easement on the water line that takes reservoir water from number 4 to the plant, and they cut all the trees. It's probably been 20 or 30 years since that's been done. The crew is also cutting and clearing along the dam on number 5. It's probably been 10 years or so since we've been able to get that done. They've also cleaned out the spillway. They've been doing a lot of work up there. They've been making a lot of progress. I'd like to thank, Kevin and John and Kenny and our new guy, Michael. They're doing a great job up there. Of course, it's mark out season again. They're doing a lot of spring cleanup. So they've been very busy. Our sewer department is functioning well. Daily operations continue as usual. They're doing a lot of maintenance, upkeep, and spring cleanup. Some of the things we had talked about, or I've talked about in the past, some of the repairs. I had touched base on the influent line for clarifier number 3. That is now fixed. I spoke about getting the well pump replaced. That's in progress. We still have to revisit what we're going to do with the backwash tank. I have Earth Care there once a month pumping. Still haven't really determined whether it's a line or pumps, but we're working on that. The emergency generator for Mike Ortega's that we received about a month or so ago, that is installed and it is running.
Good.
I probably should take a minute and speak about the advisory that we put out in regards to sump pumps. We did a mass mailing this week, so most people will be receiving that in the mail. For lack of better words, it is against the law to have a sump pump discharge into a sewer lateral. When sump pumps discharge into a sewer lateral, it becomes an I&I, which is an infiltration issue where it overwhelms our collection system and our wastewater plant. Again, it's raining. It's been raining, and I think the sump pumps have worsened situations with our collection systems. You will see in the advisory letter that there's a comment in there that anybody that receives this advisory must contact our office and speak to somebody so that your name can be put on a list of whether you do or do not have a sump pump. The town will be testing in the future, and if they are there, we will find them. If there's any questions about that, or if you need help, please contact our office at 845-691-2400. Are there any questions?
No, I do. I just want to add to that because it is important, and we just got the report back also from the inspection they did at the sewage treatment plant. And one of the items checked off as something we have to look at is the amount of that particular day, the amount of infiltration and inflow was high. So they did nick us on that a bit. And we're going to have to attack both ends. And
yes,
that's
absolutely.
What we talked about. We know the inflow problem where either storm drains storm gutters or sump pumps are going into our sewer laterals. Half of it is a part of the problem. The other problem is just infiltration into old clay pipes. Right, or old pipes where we're in a low water level district, low water table area, it infiltrates into our pipes and gets into. So what that's doing is taking up capacity in the sewage plant because we're processing stormwater instead of sewage water, and it is a big, we don't collect fees on that because some of our capacity is going to that. So it is important. We want to start attacking that. We talked about infiltration. We talked about inflow. So we're going to attack both ends of it. And you'll see later on here we've actually teamed up with the drainage committee to purchase a camera, which will help us significantly in that. So we'll get to that resolution later on. But I want to make sure everybody knows we're attacking both ends of the problem. And it is an issue.
Right. And again, you're absolutely right. There are other contributing factors to inflow and infiltration. Of course, the age of the collection system, which we have in the past taken steps to address and have sewer main line. So this is another part of the project of us testing and looking for other issues. And of course, pretty much like I said, the sump pumps only add additional problems or burdens to our system.
Right.
So the more groundwater that we run through our wastewater plant, the more we reduce the amount of removals of organics and stuff that come into the wastewater plant. So we become off.
Right.
And yes, the inspection report did note that we have considerable I&I problems.
Right.
So.
And I think the last time it was addressed was like 2008 from the records we found.
2000, 2, 4, and 6, there were some degrees of work.
Right.
The last project was around 2008, where they identified a lot of the areas in Commercial Avenue, but they had, I guess we just didn't follow through at the time.
Right.
So that's a problematic area, and there's some other areas in the town.
Right,
too that
so,
we'd
so
like
the
to
way we'll
address.
address it is to figure out how far we got last time, the best
Yeah.
we can.
Yep.
And then start attacking the areas that are, we know are the worst.
I am hoping that the device like the camera, once we go back through and we flush some sewer mains and we TV them again, we might be able to see areas
Right.
that we can repair ourselves.
Right.
Or look for larger areas that need replacement versus lining.
Right, right.
So
Which is important because the lining is like $50 a foot.
it is very expensive,
Right.
absolutely. In the same breath, I would also like to say, once you line these sewer mains, these are lifelong.
Right.
You know, it's going to get rid of those issues for a very, very long time.
Right.
You know, whereas if a lot of the clay pipes have been in the ground since 1934, and of course there's newer parts of the system which are plastic and PVC, they too last a very long time. But so that's
Okay.
really all I have.
Good,
So,
any questions for Adam? Behind you, Adam.
yes, sir.
That's a quick question. Could you tell me a little bit about update on how the new water tank's working and when you expect the old one to come down?
Well, I can say that the new water tank is working great. We've gotten through a couple hiccups. An open hatch had to be addressed. They came back and took care of that. It wasn't secured. The wind blew it open. So they were quick to take care of that. We've taken care of a couple of the electric issues with the transfer of equipment from the old tank to the new tank. They haven't nailed down an exact schedule when they're gonna do the demo yet. You know, because you may remember we were having a problem shutting off the old tank. The valve that was in place wouldn't shut down. That delayed them coming to us back in, God, was in November or December. So now we've been pushed back as far as the demolition schedule. It could be within the next month or so. So I'm hoping to make it go away and everything will look nice up there and get it all finished.
Yeah, the good news is it's working and it's in
Yes,
service.
yes, oh yes, the tank's in service and we have no issues with it.
100 years.
Yeah, so, okay.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll move on to old business. First update, with the asphalt plants opening up again next week, we will restart the Tilson Talk project. We sent out a notice, we posted online. We've spoken with Barton LaJudas, our engineering consultant group, and the contractor ACS. And so the road will need to be shut down for 4 to 6 weeks. We put the notice out. It's going to start Monday with Talk Drive, Tuesday with Vineyard. What's the work that's remaining is to, install the remaining drainage along Vineyard Avenue, raise Vineyard Avenue to final grade, and then raise, of course, Talk to the final grade, and then pave Vineyard, Talk, and Tilson, and do the site drainage. That's what site drainage along Vineyard. So that's what the roads need to be closed for. The rest of the work can be done with flaggers. So we're prioritizing the work that needs the road closed, and hopefully we can beat that 4 to 6 week time frame. And then the entire project right now is scheduled to be done by the end of May. So that's where we're at right now on that. So we'll start seeing that. Unfortunately, we have to put that detour back in place for
What you said, the entire project, end of May?
end of May.
Yeah.
That's what's in the contract, correct? Okay. We already covered infiltration and inflow, so I won't go to there. No new business on the agenda. Anybody for privilege to the floor? Okay, Mark.
I just wondered if you could give an update. I know that Lenny Castleborough had been here a number of times, and an update on where that's at and fixing that problem for him.
Yeah, we actually hired CPL to do the engineering work on that, and we've contracted after discussions with Richie and with Dave Barton and the Drainage Committee. So we've marked that out, and we're waiting for him now to do the engineering and map it out. Rich has agreed to drill test pits for him where he needs it. So if you go down there, you'll see it's all marked out today. has been marked out. So we have to get the schedule of when his engineering work's gonna be
Some
done.
camera work is going to be done, right?
What's that?
Some camera work you're going to use?
I don't think we even need to do it there now. We need to figure out where to run the pipe from to. We kind of know where the issue is now.
Right, right.
But what he has to do is he has to give us the engineering of where to run the pipe, what size pipe, what size inlets, outlets, and the slope obviously is important, the elevations are important. So that's what the work we're waiting for. Once we get that, we'll know what it takes to fix it.
When it stops raining, too.
Well, yeah,
Thanks a lot.
Yeah, the rain might have washed the paint off the road already.
it might have, yeah. Okay, anybody else? Okay, if not, we'll move on to motions and resolutions. Resolution A, okay, whereas the town of Lloyd has received approval from Central Hudson Field Engineering to run number 2 primary wire from transformer to the Lewis to Stacy Pavilion at the town field, and whereas HD Electric Supply is the lowest price, therefore the town would like to purchase 330 feet of number 2 aluminum primary wire and 2 end shrink wrap seals from HD Electric at a cost of $1,227.65, and cost includes delivery to the job site.
Motion.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? Okay, motion carried. Okay, resolution B. This is what we talked about a bit before. So this is to purchase a camera system to perform sewer line inspections at the recommendation of both the Drainage Committee and the Sewer Department. 3 written bids were received. You can read them there. There's 4 best products, which was $10,200. There was Straw, which was $91.70, and there was Spartan Tool, which was $16,694. So in this case, we will take the lower bid because it meets what we need, which is $91.7. So now therefore the town board wishes to purchase the Anaconda from Straw at a cost of $9,170. Can I get a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Any discussion? Do you want to take a roll call, Wendy?
Frano,
Yes.
Plavcheck,
Yes.
Akmoody,
Yes.
Guerrero,
Yes.
Rizzo.
Yes.
Okay, motion carried, thanks. And they'll start using that pretty quick. Okay, motion C, this is for all the closures and alcohol approvals for events on the Hudson Valley Rail Trail at the recommendation of the Hudson Valley Rail Trail Association. And you can see May 5th is the Hudson Valley Marathon, and that's at 75 Haviland Road. May 25th is Mayfest. May 25th through 27th is Mayfest. October 26th and 27th is Walktoberfest. June 23rd, 2024 is Bike New York Discover on the rail trail. And October 19th, 2024 is the Alzheimer Walk at 75 Haviland Road. And October 20th, 2024 also close, it's the same one, right?
No. one's
Oh,
Alzheimer's
19,
one,
okay. So
ALS.
19th and the 20th for the Alzheimer work. So can I get a motion?
Motion.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Any discussion?
Yes. Is Pete, you're going to be in charge of these events? Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
No problem.
Any further discussion? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? Okay, motion carried. Thank you. And then resolution F is to hire Bruce Hanlon as a part-time seasonal recreation aide at a rate of $17.76 per hour, effective 4/4/24, at the recommendation of Frank Alfonso. Can I get a motion?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Okay, any further comments or anything more from the board that we missed, or any subjects? If not, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
I guess we all want to stay. Motion.
All in favor? Okay,
Aye.
meeting adjourned. Thank you.
All right.
You think Pete's going to let somebody else take charge?
I'm just asking because you got alcohol.
Oh, can I give you back this pen?
What?
Are we going into executive?